In this video, you are about to tour the heart of the city of Abuja. Abuja, which is the capital city of Nigeria, the giant of Africa. And in this particular drive-through video, we're going to be driving from one of the renowned neighborhoods in Abuja, which is Life Camp, down through the city center, down to AYA Asokoro, which is another beautiful, luxurious neighborhood in Abuja. But then this drive is one of the most beautiful drives in this city you will literally see, because you are actually going to be with me while we move through from the calm parts of this suburb, which is Life Camp, into the pulsating capital. We're going to drive through the central business district, drive through the major landmarks in Abuja. You know, the important landmark. We're talking about the Central Bank of Nigeria. We're talking about important landmarks in the central business district area. Guys, you definitely want to stay tuned on this video. You don't want to skip any part at all. Anyways, if you're just coming across my video for the very first time, you are highly welcome. My name is Faith Opera and I am a Nigerian travel vlogger or enthusiast, currently traveling Africa and yes, further to the world at large. But in today's video, like I said, we are taking a straight drive from Life Camp all the way down to Asokoro, down to Abacha Barracks, yeah, that region, down to Kubo. And like I said, this is one of Abuja's best routes that will remind you that this city is fast changing. Like, there's a lot of development going on in this city. So in this particular video, you are going to see or tell me if peradventure there have been a lot of changes from the last time you visited Abuja and what you think about the city of Abuja in general. Now, if you know Life Camp, you already know that it's one of those areas that used to feel like, you know, this city quiet corners. In my own time, also Life Camp is very calm. There's a lot of greeneries and it's just a bit tucked away from the city center, but still a very beautiful neighborhood to reside in. But then I noticed that every time I drive out here around this neighborhood, I'm just amazed at how much development keeps springing up every day. I'm talking about their new estate, new projects, cleaner roads, and honestly, some of these houses here can make you rethink your rent in 2 seconds. Like, you just be staring at these beautiful creatures and you just be amazed that wow, Abuja is just speedily developing. This thing I'm about to say right now is going to make some people come for me, but in areas like this, the rents are actually on the high side. But then I will not even blame the cost or how expensive these rents are, because these areas are really nice areas to actually live in, close to city center, close to majority of the things that you will need and want. Good roads, greeneries everywhere, it's a plus. But then again, we're heading out of Life Camp, and while we head out, you'll notice wider roads now. From Life Camp, the next place or the next suburb or neighborhoods close to Life Camp is Jabi, and there's just this smooth, you know, drive. You can see it now. There are little to no potholes, and of course the landscaping of Abuja is very beautiful. I can say it. I can beat my chest and say that it is so beautiful. The fact that you can see it from the sky on plane and see how beautiful it is from up there, and then when you're in Abuja, you still see how beautiful the landscaping is. It's just gorgeous, and that is one thing about this city that I'm so proud of. Like, this city has her symmetry and it deserves its flowers, please. One major thing I actually love, if you've been following me on this channel for a while, you know I love greeneries a lot, and I just like how you see flowers in Abuja just lined in symmetry. You see them along the median, like it just seems to have a kind of formation, and I'm actually proud of that because it takes a lot of maintenance to keep up with that. So it's actually a good thing I love about Abuja compared to Lagos. Lagos, please don't come for me, but you can see how clear our roads are. Like you're not seeing traffic, although there are some particular parts of Abuja that you meet with traffic, like when coming from the city center, driving from Utako, right, or Bega down to Life Camp, especially at evening when you get to that airport junction. There are different routes where you meet traffic, but this particular route is very, very rare for you to even see any sign of traffic on this route at all, and it's a major route. So now heading down towards Jabi, you're driving past Jabi right now. This part is slowly turning into Abuja's new business and leisure place. There is a very big mall in Jabi, which you can see on the right side, and it is the Jabi Lake Mall. Not too far off, there are restaurants popping up here and there, and it also has its park just close to the water side, the Jabi Lake. And you know the funny thing, or the interesting thing about this lake is that it's a man-made lake here in Abuja, and it's really interesting to see. They have boats too on the lake. They have series of horses when you go to the park itself. Anyways, aside from that, there are other tech hubs, even apartment buildings that now look like mini resorts close. And then there is a new, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a new building going up that gives this waterside view. A lot of new projects, new estates. I don't know, my camera cannot really show you clearly what it looks like, but all these waterfront kind of apartments coming up there. I think they are almost done with the project. If they are not currently, I don't know, someone should confirm for me in the comment section if they are done with these projects at this Jabi Lake water view side. And you guys, I remember when this whole stretch, like this whole place used to be mostly like bushes, but now it is giving modern city vibe. Like, please, Abuja is competing with major cities, major African cities. Yes, I can beat my chest and say that. Anyways, from here we'll merge into the Central Business District, which we all know as CBD, and this is where Abuja will flex, or this is where Abuja flexes her capital city muscles. Because, like I said, this is where you see a lot of landmarks in this Central Business District. Just take a look around. You see tall buildings, you see shiny glass towers, wide roads, government buildings, and a lot of big buildings here and there that I don't even know what they are for, but sometimes I'm just stunned just watching these towers and and I'm like, wow, this city is actually beautiful. This is where I live in, and I've been moving and walking, passing by every day, driving by every day, and I'm still stunned by it. Yeah, this is Abuja, Nigeria. Anyways, we are passing by the famous CBN headquarters soon, and we'll see the Central Bank of Nigeria. We'll pass by Abuja Continental Hotel, and every time I pass by, like when I drive past by here, and even in the past, I remember how many people dream of working in Central Bank. That building alone has seen generations of Nigerians hustle their way in and out of that building. Like, it is just an iconic building, and I love the fact that the maintenance culture is good because it still looks very presentable, like it's standing out to the world, the architecture of the building. But then again, since we are right still here in the Central Business District area, you see more buildings, and I'll say that this is what I call Abuja clean chaos, because here you don't see so much rush. Yes, in the morning you see people going, because this video is being made in the morning. Yeah, just see how it is. Like, there's no chaos like that Lagos chaos. Everything is just going at just a very orderly pace. Please, I don't know, but just in case you see me in Lagos, that I relocated to Lagos, it must be something very, very important, because Abuja city, I just love this city so much. I talk about the road network that somehow look the same, the buildings that make you feel like you are in one mini Washington DC in the US. Like, tell me that these buildings here are not state of art, like international standards. But then what I love most about Abuja is how organized it is. I love the clean chaos. That's just a summary of how I feel about Abuja. Now, talking about the Abuja Continental Hotel, see how beautiful this hotel looks like, right? It used to be Sheraton Hotel. It is just, opposite, or should I say, adjacent to ShopRite, the mall. Yes, I did not really capture it in this video, but if you do pass through this route, you know that the art and crafts market is just directly opposite the Abuja Continental Hotel, and then just behind the art and crafts is the ShopRite Mall and other malls there. But then the fact that just a few years ago it was Sheraton and today it is Abuja Continental Hotel, like, I just like the fact that it's bearing the city's name on it, and this is a 5-star hotel, guys. It's just one of those hotels in Abuja that is literally part of this city's story. Like, you talk about Abuja without talking about Sheraton, or even the new name that says Abuja Continental Hotel. Now we're going to drive past Central Mosque and the Central Church, which is one of the most beautiful architectural landmarks in Abuja. This building, as you can see, it has the gold, dome, literally. Like, I like how distinct it is. This is another part of Abuja where anytime you see this picture on the internet or anywhere, you just know that this is Abuja. This particular building is in Abuja. If you are a foreigner and you want to visit Nigeria and you visit the city of Abuja, please, there are certain landmarks that I'm just showing you in this video that you ought to see, take photos of. Just, you could actually walk into these places and you just want to see what this architecture looks like as a foreigner. Yeah. So yeah, same thing with National Church Center. But another interesting thing I like about how these buildings were placed in Abuja is the fact that the buildings just stay in front of each other. You just admire the gold dome of the mosque. Like, it literally glows in the sun. And then again, the glass building of the church that catches the light perfectly. Like, you cannot just help but admire how both of these buildings just face each other, and it is very, very symbolic. And to me, I will personally say that it is a very important and quiet symbol of the unity in this city that unites both religions. Yeah, that's my own description of it. But yeah, back to the drive-through. Driving through Abuja like this will always remind you, or whoever is driving through Abuja, that this city has evolved so much. Just in case you've lived in Abuja before, or I don't know when last you visited Abuja, or you've never visited Abuja, you just see that this city, from the last time you probably saw a video of this city, it has evolved so much. People who left like 5-10 years ago would not even recognize some part of this city anymore, because truth be told, when I returned back to Abuja, I was stunned. It was like, there's a lot of development that have gone on. Are you serious? So wow, like the bridges, the new roads, so many road expansions, the new estates, fast rising, beautiful, luxurious neighborhoods. Everywhere you were seeing a lot of beautiful buildings. Have you talked about luxurious new neighborhoods like Guzape, talking about Kakampe Station, talking about Jahi? Like, if you talked about 10 years ago, these areas were not even there. And the way they are fast rising is just so beautiful to behold, actually. Because the fact that Abuja is literally growing in front of our eyes is something to applaud for. Yeah. And the funny thing, I like the fact that it's still so calm. I've said this probably how many times in this video, but you can actually hear yourself here. You can hear yourself think here. Compared to Lagos, Nigeria, please, you should not come for me, but I just have to say it. Because in the mornings, it can never be this quiet in Lagos. You cannot even hear your own thoughts. How will you hear your own thoughts when you have traffic? That kind of crazy jam of traffic. How will you hear your thoughts? So guys, we are currently getting closer to Asokoro, and we're going to be crossing that major landmark in Asokoro known as AYA, while we cross over that bridge there that will take us through Abacha Barracks. And you see slight changes from the city center, which is the CBD, while we drive through that area. You see more greeneries, you see more military personnel, maybe hopefully, because they don't always stay there every time, but you might see them. Let's just see as we go. And I just like the structured calm that tells you that you are near one of Abuja's secured zones because we are near the military zones, and military, there is security in that zone. Yeah. So, but I don't know what it is about this particular area, but it just feels like the air here is just different. It is peaceful. It just feels so soothing. Yeah, very calm. I've said this like a billion times, but yeah, this is Abuja, the calm city that is quietly leveling up, the capital city of Nigeria. So whether you've lived here before or you're just visiting, or you plan on visiting this city, or you just enjoy watching video tours of cities in Africa, one thing you cannot deny is that Abuja has this quiet sophistication about its city. Yes. Abuja, I would like to describe Abuja as she saying Abuja, she doesn't rush to impress you. Nah, she just evolves. And one day, you just wake up one day and just realize that Abuja has completely transformed, just like a woman. But yeah, if you've been watching this video until now, you're an OG. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit the like button, share this video to someone you need to see these changes, this development, these beautiful sides of Nigeria. Yeah, the city of Nigeria, which is Abuja, but not the only beautiful part of Nigeria. But yeah, so if you're watching this from anywhere around the world, maybe you've lived here before, maybe you're just curious about Nigeria's capital, this is your reminder that Abuja is still growing. It is still very beautiful, still very full of life, and there's a lot of maintenance culture going on here. Okay, and I'm happy to show you or take you on this drive, and I hope you loved it too. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like videos, share the video, because I'm taking you through more roads, more neighborhoods, more suburbs, more stories from this city. And who knows, maybe the next drive might just be through one of your old streets. Yeah, somewhere in Abuja. So yeah, till we meet again, till next time, I remain your favorite girl, Fave Opera, showing you Abuja, one drive at a time, showing Nigeria, one city at a time, showing Africa, one country at a time, and to the world at large. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.